All right. I think I'm live. No one's in here, which is fine. Might be awkward if someone comes, but we'll see. I just did my first ever live on Instagram, and that actually went much better than I expected. A couple of people joined, asked some questions. It was pretty chill. Oh man. But I'm doing it because my goal for the rest of the year is to just do better about being on social media, making sure, I'm posting content, connecting with you guys. I want to talk with you guys. Oh. Shruti, hello. How's it going? You are my first ever live viewer. Congratulations, and thank you for joining. Hopefully some more people join, but I appreciate it. And hope you're doing well tonight, having a good evening. I just filmed a video for you guys, and I'm gonna be editing it now and then maybe uploading tomorrow morning, Sunday. We'll see. But the video was 5 things I wish I knew before becoming a CPA. Oh, it's morning in India. Well, good morning. Gosh, that's a crazy time change. It must be, what, like 15 hours or something? Hold on, I'll Google it so I don't. Let's see. Time in, no, it won't be 15 hours. That's like Asia. What am I saying? It's 11 hours. Well, good morning and thanks for joining. I'll be uploading this video maybe tomorrow morning, so maybe tomorrow night, maybe tonight for you. But thanks for tuning in. CPA is popular in India. Lots of people. Have you studied for any exams? Have you taken any exams? What's your situation? But yeah, I will just filming or editing with Adobe. I got my superstar mug. Superstar. Oh, we got our second viewer. Oh. No, I haven't started it, but I do want to pursue it in 2020. That's awesome. It is a big commitment, so I get why, or maybe you're not eligible. I don't know what your situation is, but 25 is just around the corner, so enjoy. Yo, what's up, Thomas? How you doing, man? Oh, wow. 18 people joined. What the heck? Is that a glitch? Or are there really 18 of you guys? Appreciate the support, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? These are my exciting Friday night plans. I'm good, Thomas. Thank you. I'm just hanging out. Where could I get a haircut like yours? Honestly, just any barbershop. I just go in and I tell them I usually do either a 2 or a 1 to a 3 on the side. I think this is a 1 to a 3. And I say just a little bit off the top, like clean it up a little bit. And then I've had the same haircut for a while. I'm currently debating whether I should pursue US CMA or CPA. I don't know a ton about CMA, and nope, Lil D, Lil DM. I don't know much about the CMA. Let me Google it real quick. Yo, can't wait to grind out the CPA and get those 3 letters behind my name. Hell yeah, Voxter, hear it, man. Love to hear it. Glitching? Yo, Trevor Noah just said I'm cute. Alright, Trevor Noah. Famous South African comedian. I respect it. Thank you. Oh, Thomas, dude. I love the support, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the videos. I love making them for you. That's why I'm here on a Friday night making videos for you guys, Usually I'm out on the town going crazy, like Drake wanted to hang out tonight, people like that, but I was like, nah, I'd rather make a video for you guys, so that's what I'm doing. You smoke crack? I'm a handsome man. I like Trevor Noah, so shout out. But sorry, Shruti, I got distracted. CMA. What is certified management accountant? Certified management accountant. I really do not know a lot about this. I'm so much more focused on CPA. I feel like I feel like the CMA is not as common in the US. I should Google this. I could be speaking out of my... Shruti, I'm glad you think the videos are informative. Lil D, you're better than Thomas and Trevor combined. You know, you might be right. With a name like Lil D, Little DM, you seem like you have a little sugar in the tank. Am I acting crazy? As of November 2021, there were 47,000 active CMAs. Okay, and I'm guessing there's a lot more CPAs. Yeah, CPAs, there's like 608,000. So a lot more. Trevor, you talking to me? Crazy, but no. A lot more CPAs than CAs. So I don't know. Maybe that means CPAs are more in demand, and you might have more opportunities if you do a CPA, or it might mean that a CMA would differentiate you more. What does CPA stand for? Ooh, let's see. Certified. I gotta be PG here. I can't say anything. Certified the adult. What? It's hard to be PG. My mind just goes to the gutter, to be honest. Okay. This live is getting out of hand. Guardian, I agree with that last sentence. Trying to pause here, I know. But do I think AI will replace accounting? I think AI is going to replace everything. Like, everything. If we want to really talk about it, like dystopian world, it's going to replace us all. But that's not what you're asking is if in the next 50, 60, 70 years, or even 20, 30 years, will AI replace accounting? And no, I don't think so. Obviously, some things will get outsourced. Accounting will become more automated, and a lot of things are going to start getting phased out by AI. That's not something that's unique to accounting. It will happen in accounting. But honestly, I think the biggest worry right now for, at least in America, because there's a lot of big firms in America that are laying people off right now, and a lot of people might point the finger at AI, which might be part of it, but at this point it's very minuscule. The big thing right now is firms are outsourcing to other countries where there's cheaper labor, which is fine. I mean, that their business, but that is what's happening. I think more of a concern for US CPAs than AI is right now. AI, I don't think it's something that we will really have to worry about in our lifetime. It will affect everyone, but I don't think it's something that should like worry you too much. People in general, like, it'll hopefully just make our lives easier. At least that's how it's going right now. It's helping us, making things easier. But yeah, that's my point. View on it. I wish I could see who was in the live. I'm not able to see, but I appreciate you guys who are around. Big Four interns in NYC get paid around 40 an hour. It's kind of insane. Yeah. Trevor, thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate it. Interns get treated very well because obviously the firms want to impress and want them to come back in the fall or whatever. So yeah, interns get paid well, they get treated pretty well, and then they sit down first day of the real job and realize they're not the princess anymore. They don't get treated like that anymore, which is fine. I'm not trying to hate on interns at all. Like, I hope it doesn't sound like that. I'm just saying that's just the way it goes. Like, firms want to impress the interns. Like, of course, as much as the interns want to impress them, the firms are like, well, we want these people to come back and work for us. And Guardian, I'm glad you like the videos. I appreciate that. Issei, I'm not sure if that's how you say your name, but do I think accounting major is still a safe option? Yeah, I do. I think accounting is a super safe option. It's one thing that appealed to me about accounting. Sorry, I got distracted. Trevor's crazy. He's distracting me. But accounting is a safe option because it appealed to me because you can do so many different things with an accounting major. yeah, obviously everyone knows public accounting, tax, or audit. Like that's kind of the main route people go into to start. But there's really so many options. Everyone needs a CPA. Every celebrity, every sports team, every organization, every not-for-profit science lab or whatever. Like everyone needs someone to keep the books in order, and that's why being an accountant is great. Because if you want to work in the sports industry, you're not good enough to be an athlete, well, you can be an accountant for the Chicago Cubs, whoever your team is. Like that is an option. Or if you're interested in like Hollywood and the movie industry or something like that, like you probably can't be, but you could be an accountant for one of these movie studios or something like that. So I think that's something that appealed to me about accounting. There's so many options, and yes, I still think it's safe, because yeah, AI and things are changing how accounting works, but we're nowhere near needing to get rid of accountants. Like accountants are very important, and if anything, AI is freeing up accountants to not have to do the silly in the weeds bean counting work, and we can do things that actually matter, because actually understand business more than really any other major, much more than a business major, because you're in the weeds of it all. And Warren Buffett, one of my favorite quotes is, Warren Buffett says, accounting is the language of business. And I like to add to that accountants speak that language fluently. So accountants know business inside and out, speak that language. So that makes us some of the most important people at any business. So yeah, I do think accounting is a safe major, to answer your question. Oh man, I'm hatching up on these comments right now. Yeah, you're a nice guy, but interesting. Very true. That's how the big four real people in. Yeah, it is. Get Trevor some water. Someone get Trevor some water. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the comment section is just going crazy because of this Trevor guy. Seb, would you recommend getting a master's in accounting? Shout out the name Seb. My college roommate was named Seb. Great guy. What a master's in accounting, a bachelor's in economics. Honest, I don't know. That's a good question. What are you trying to do? Are you pursue the CPA? Because I actually think you would be much better served just getting your CPA license instead of a master's in accounting. I'm not sure if that's an option. I'm not sure what classes you took or anything like that, but I think that a CPA is, it's going to set you apart more. It's more prestigious, and it says more than just a master's in accounting. So that's my initial thought on that. If you're picking between those, go with the accounting or the CPA. But yeah, I really haven't looked too much into graduate programs. It's not something I ever really considered. What were my CPA scores, Dominic? Oof. It's a good question. I feel like is that private information? I'm not sure. I want you guys to guess. What'd you think? All right. On FAR, what do you guys think I got? Above or below 80? All right, so Dominic thinks 75. Jeez, guy thinks I barely snuck in there, huh? Am I a $3 bill? Trevor, what does that mean? Is there a punchline? $100, baby. All right. Well, Dominic really, he set the bar low, but then the rest of you really, you think too much of me. I did not get 86. I got an 80 on FAR. Which, I mean, dude, who cares? As long as you get above a 75, like 75 or 95, so I was happy with 80. It was chill. Yeah, solid score. It was fine. And why don't I start my own firm? No, that's an option that like someday maybe, but right now that's just not where I'm at right now. I work at a firm, but I'm trying to just doing my own the review course. I really like the content, making these videos, interacting with you guys, and I feel like the CPA exam, it was a really tough process for me, and I feel like it just wasn't it was harder than it needed to be. And I finished that process, and I kind of realized that it was harder for me than it should have been, and I think it was harder for a lot of people than it needs to be. And that's why I started making these videos, making these tools like the planner and the review course, and I was like, just trying to help people who were in the same shoes that I was just in, because like I keep saying, it doesn't have to be as hard as it is, you know. It got really hyped up to me as being the horrible, scariest exam ever that's super difficult. And, you know, got through it and realized, yeah, obviously it's hard, you have to work hard, but it's not this insurmountable mountain that people seem to make it out to be. Oh. Yeah, Joseph, tell this man what's up. Like, Trevor, are you an accountant? Are you interested in accounting? Like, or what's up? How did you even find this live? And Dominic, I'm doing tax, or no, what am I saying? Tax? I'm doing audit and assurance right now. I could not do tax. I took a tax class in college. It was the end of me. I think I got like a 30% on one of the exams. Like, it was so bad. I hated tax. Eres muy simpático, amigo. David Contreras. ¿Dónde eres? See? You guys like that Spanish? ¿De dónde eres? Dominic, you like the tips? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shooter, shoot. But I'm taken and straight, so it's all good. But I'm actually very interested in how you found this live and if you're interested in accounting or what's going on. Trevor wants to be a freak in the spreadsheets. That is true. Trevor's trying to do all the crazy functions in Excel. While working right after college, how long would the CPA take? Okay, so how long would the CPAs take if you're working while you're taking them right out of college? It really just depends. Get them all done in a year, I would say. Maybe a bit more because you might have to take some time off for busy season, but you can dedicate 2 months to each. It can be done, all of them, within a year. 2 to 3 months, like, in my opinion, that's very doable. But everyone has their own journey, you know? I spent sitting for far. Like, you would never really know how long it's going to take. But I think that 2 months is sufficient. Whoops, sorry, guys. I think 2 months is sufficient. Yeah, but it depends on if you have kids, like if you have a lot of extracurriculars going on, you might not be able to dedicate that much time to studying every day. So it just depends. I would say 2 months with 2 to 3 hours of studying a day should be enough, in my opinion. Let's see. Are there other good accounting firms besides Big Four that I should look into for another internship? Brendan, for sure. There are so many good firms out there. Do not get sucked into the trap of thinking like Big Four is it's like ride or die. What the word? What am I trying to say? Not ride or die. Like don't think Big Four is the only option, you know? So many good firms out there and they're all gonna provide you like different experience. Big Four, like just don't think Big Four is the only option. But yeah, go for Big Fours for sure. Like they do look great on a resume. It's a great way to start your career, but there are so many good firms. What I would do is look up a list, Google like top 100 accounting firms, and just go down the list. That's what I did. Just apply to internships at those firms. I don't know any to call out specifically. Like there's so many like, regional mid-sized firms or even like national firms that are great for your career, great for an internship. Just like I said, Google best 100 accounting firms or biggest 100 accounting firms and apply to all of them. I would say that would be my bet because just take a lot of shots. Like Trevor, just take a lot of shots and eventually you'll score in another live. Not this live, Trevor, unfortunately, but keep that, man, and you'll get there. What discipline would I pick if I was currently testing for the CPA? I think I would probably choose bar. I think that is the one I would probably find most interesting. Oh, the one about the computers. What? I should probably know this. But what is the computers one called? Like ICP or something? Is that it? There's like ICP and TCP. This is embarrassing. Like I should know this, but I would choose bar. The one with computers, absolutely not. The one that deals with taxes, absolutely not. So yeah, bar. Stop glitching. Gotta go. My classes are, but remember me. Yes, Shruti, first viewer ever. Thank you. Shout out to you. Good luck in class. What are your scores in Becker? Trevor, is anyone else seeing me freeze, or is that just Trevor? Okay, sorry. Dominic said, what were your scores, Becker, prior to taking the exams? So I studied for FAR for a while, like I said, 6 months, and I finally took my first practice exam. You know, it was a big deal for me. I was like, oh shit, what's my score gonna be? I got my score back, and dude, got like a 30 or something like that, like a 25 or a 30, and I was distraught. I was like, oh my gosh, that's no, I'm ever passing these exams. Like, I got a 30 on the practice exam. I'm cooked. Like, you know what I mean? And I was very sad for a little bit. But then I found about the Becker bump and heard, like, if you guys haven't heard, the Becker bump is basically the Becker CPA exams are way harder than the real CPA exams. And usually your score goes up from your Becker score to the real CPA exam. So if you get a low Becker score, just know that it'll probably go up a little bit on the real exam. With that being said, I got a 30 on that one. But after that, like, my other FAR ones were probably like high 50s, somewhere in the 60s. And then for exams other than FAR, I was getting anywhere from, I would say, like between like 55 and 75, 55 and 80, like around like that range, which I know is a huge range. Let me see if I can log into my Becker right now and see if I still have access. But yeah. Guardians, what's the end goal in your career? As in, what position would you like to have in the future? Yeah, so obviously there are, like you said, controller or CFO, something like that. Those are definitely things I'm thinking about. But to be honest, my dream is really to be an entrepreneur, to own my own business, and do that. That's my goal, to own my own business and be my own boss. Because I I don't mind working. I like to work. You know, that's why I have my own job, like a real job, and then I come and do this stuff on the side because I don't mind working. But I would prefer to work on my own schedule, not have my income be like limited, because if you work like a regular 9 to 5 job, you could have the best year ever. You worked so hard, you did so well, but your income's really not gonna match that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, promoted and like it'll compound over time. That's true. But if you own your own business and you really have a great year, you could make a lot of money. Like, there's no limit on how much money you can make. And also, I love to travel. I love to, you know, just live more the lifestyle I want, where I don't have to be tied 9 to 5 doing this. So that's my goal, to own my own business. But yeah, controller is also like, controller and CFO are two that if I, you know, never owned my business and just kept going up through this like traditional corporate path, that's probably what I would be aiming for. Don't give him hope, Joey. Oh my gosh, I gotta catch him on all these comments. What type of opinion is expressed if there's a scope limitation, materiality, but not pervasive? Dominic, put me on the spot, man. Disclaimer of opinion is what Voxter said, and think you might be right. 9 p.m. on Friday. I can't be thinking about that. Trevor, Joey is straight up giving you a modified opinion on your chances. How old is Joey's CPS? You need to tell me what's up, man. How did you find this? Are you an accounting person? Like, what's up, man? You're asking all these questions, and I don't know anything about you. Grabbed, thank you, but are you interested in accounting or what? Guys, I'm taking you guys on a journey with me to get some water. Oh, what? Gosh, I got so much razor burn from my shaving today. Oh, you guys want to be in like a movie? All right, bear with me. Oh, what's in the fridge? Oh, what's up? Sorry, I'm being weird. But you guys are hanging out in my fridge right now. Well, what's going on? Anyone got fun Friday night plans? What are you guys up to? Yo, Dominic, you got a CPA exam tomorrow? Which one? How are you feeling? Have you passed any? Is this your first attempt? What's the situation? Good luck with that, man. Audit? All right, good luck. And weird, weird tip, but something that works. And it's, studies prove, do power poses, like, which is just basically you standing in some sort of pose or position where you feel powerful. Chest out, arms up, whatever you got to do, just power pose. Stand there, speak out loud if you want. It sounds weird, I know, but I did this before all my exams. I would go into the bathroom, just power pose, just try to feel strong, feel confident, bring that energy, and it actually helps. Like, my personal experience, I think it helps, but also I've shown that this is like actually helpful before an exam. So hit those power poses, man. But yeah, also just get a good night's sleep, drink a lot of water, eat well tomorrow morning, that sort of stuff. What is the day like working as a CPA? Puja, I think that's it's I don't. It just depends on a lot of things. I work as an auditor, and I wake up. Are you talking about the actual work or my actual day? But I'll just talk about work. I usually just wake up, read some emails, check my to-do list because I have a list of everything I got to do, and I don't have any meetings. It just depends on a lot of things. My old company, there were meetings every morning. We met with the client too. My new company, I work on a very small team, interact with a ton of people, so I kind of just do my own thing. And it just depends what you have on the to-do list for the day. It work paper, testing, emailing the client, asking for support, things like that. So yeah, it just depends what you got on the schedule. Oh, man. So what's up, everyone? I don't really know. I should probably start editing this video, but it's good just hanging out with you guys. You are my superstar, Joey. And Trevor, you're a very loyal supporter. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Oh, well, I think this video that I'm making should be ready tomorrow. Oh wait, I gotta import these videos. Okay. Anyone in here? Actually, never mind. Never mind. It's all good. Anyone in here sports fan? Do you guys like? I'm a huge. Oh shit. I work as an auditor for state government and feel like 90% of. And ask them again another 5 times. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Joseph was just saying like his entire job is just asking people for things. Like the client just refuses to send things for some reason. That's universal. And then like they send it late, and then we have to pick up the slack. Yeah, making sure it gets there on time, especially with governmental stuff, because governments have some pretty strict deadlines sometimes. Oh, Trevor, you're a Knicks fan? Trevor, I am gonna plead the fifth. Like, I feel like you're gonna start asking me for like my address and things like that. But I don't know where I am. I could be in New York. I could be in New Delhi. I could be on the moon. Who knows where? But or I ask 5 things and they send one and it's incomplete. I get you, Joseph. I get you. Also, great name. It's my name as well, as you probably guessed. I feel like Joseph. Do you go by Joseph? Do you go by Joe? Like, what do you do? Because I've always gone as Joey, and as I go, like, I feel like, should I stop going as Joey? Should I go as Joe? But Joe just doesn't fit me, and I personally I love the name Joe, my name, but it's just never resonated with me. Like, I just like a Joey, like it's weird to try to change your name, 5 things I wish I knew. I go by every. Only one person was allowed to call you that. Who is that? Like your mom or your grandpa or something? But yeah, I don't know why I started going by Joey, but it just it just stuck. And like I said, don't feel like a Joe or Joseph. It feels weird being an adult and people call you Joey. Like it doesn't feel professional when I'm at work, but I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I'm going by Joey. High school teacher, you're afraid to correct her. I get that, dude. Day one, you're sitting in class nervous. Last thing you want to do is correct the teacher. But that's also like crazy. Why would a teacher assume Joey? I feel like every time I tell someone my name is like they see my name is Joseph, they instantly go, "Oh, what do you go by? Joe, Joseph?" And I'm like, "Well, actually Joey." Like I feel like no one even really assumes Joey. So that was kind of crazy of her to do that, but that's funny you didn't correct her. I get that. First day of school or something, it's scary. Even if it's not the first day of school, you don't want to speak up in class. Oh man, good old high school. High school, fun times. Fun times. All right, I'm just starting this import. Guys, I got offered my first ever brand deal a few days ago, but I'm not taking it. I turned it down. I feel kind of bad. They emailed me and they didn't tell me how much they. Yeah, Trevor might show up, dude. But Trevor doesn't. I'm not in New York, Trevor. Don't worry. Um, they emailed me asking, so they didn't tell me a price, and they're like, "How much would you do it for?" And to be honest, it was a product I like wasn't really feeling. I was like, I don't know if you guys would really resonate with it. It was a PDF editor, like an alternative to Adobe, and they didn't tell me price. They're like, "What do you think?" So I told them I was like, "I'm just gonna think of a crazy price and shoot it out." And so I said like $750, which is just way too much. But I was like, "Hey, like I don't want to do it, so I might as well give them a crazy price." And they came back and they're like, "Yeah, we can't do that. We can give you $50." So I was like, I feel bad. They seem like nice people, but I just don't think. I'm not saying if I did, I'd be a sellout, but like, I don't think you guys are that interested in it, and it just didn't sound worth it to me. Like I'd rather just focus on making the content that I think you guys would like more. You know what I mean? And yeah, with 50, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't anything crazy. Like it wasn't. Oh, and lifetime access to the editor, which kind of sounded nice, um, but it just wasn't worth it because I don't know how much if you guys would really care that much about it. You know, I feel bad for the people because they're just trying to spread their product, but I'm just trying to make stuff that you guys are interested in, you know. Which also drop some topics down below. Like, is there anything when I see content you actually don't care, dude? No, that's fair. I also don't really care, but it just I don't know. Doing it when I was like, it just felt weird for me. I'm sure someday maybe, but I just was like, not now. Didn't feel worth it. Um, But drop some comments down below. What are you guys trying to see? What sort of topics in videos and things like that? Also, I just started releasing a podcast on Spotify. If you guys want to check it out, you can just search Joey CPA on Spotify, and I'm gonna upload basically old YouTube videos as Spotify podcasts. So you can just listen on the go, so it's easier to listen. But I'm also going to be doing just like specific podcast episodes that aren't on YouTube, aren't anywhere else. So if you're interested, check that out, but no worries if not. Okay, how to deal with burnout. I can definitely make a video about that. Lean more into coaching, lean into podcasting. Do like personal finance auditing. Interesting. So you think I should make my content less about CPA and more about like personal finance? Is that what you're saying? But yeah, I'm definitely going to get more into podcasting, and actually I'm getting more into coaching. I'm looking to get some clients, some coaching clients, free of charge. So if anyone wants CPA exam coaching, like I'll help you like make a study plan, things like that. Um, let me know, because I'm developing a CPA review course, which I'm not sure. Do you guys know I have a CPA review supplement that I dropped or released a few months ago? Um, I'm basically trying to turn that supplement into a full review course, but before I do that, I want to like work with some CPA students and kind of see their pain points and kind of just build up experience, and understand, how I can best help you guys and implement that into the full review course when I go to make that. Um, but yeah, do you guys know that I have the review supplement? I know I've mentioned it a few times on here, but maybe I'm like, maybe do I need to mention it more often? I'm not sure. But yeah, a CPA coaching course, like a review course, is that kind of what you mean, Dominic, or something different where I'm actually one-on-one coaching you? Mm. Foxter, you had no idea. Okay, that's good to know because I don't want to, over promote it and just talk about that and like, I don't want to over promote it or anything, but I should also make sure people know about it. Yeah, I will. I'll start plugging it more. That's a good point. Like, why? I think I've made like one video about it. Like, I'm just realizing this right now. Like, I can definitely like not. If I make more than one video, like that's not gonna be going crazy. Yeah, yeah. No, you guys are so right. I need to bring that up more. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, yeah. It's it's tough trying to advertise things. Just I'm not like by any means a full business or anything like that, but like trying to start your own business and like doing the content creation stuff, it's just a lot. You don't know where to start. There's so many things to do. So, yeah. I honestly, I've been in this CPA niche for like 2 years. At least once per video is reasonable. Okay. That's fair. I definitely should include it more. But what I was gonna say is I've been in this doing this for about 2 years now, and it was only like a year ago I uploaded my first video, which is like it was a horrible video. My first couple videos were so bad if you haven't seen them. Um, but like YouTube is my favorite thing. Like I'm so happy I started uploading on YouTube. Like it's just I love it. It's so much fun to make these videos. You guys give me great feedback and like people seem interested, so I love doing it. I'm super glad I started posting on YouTube. But yeah, I should bring up the review course more often. I posted a video like back in July called the CPA course I wish I had. That's the only time I ever plugged it. Gosh, dude, I'm sorry I'm burping. This is so rude of me. Jeez. Golly. Do Caleb Hammer. Yeah, I've been wondering about Trevor. I was like, do I even want to ask where he went? That guy was crazy. But whatever. You guys all know this Caleb guy? God damn. 1.6 million subscribers? Who is this? Financial audit? Yo, alright. I gotta check this guy out. So, do you guys watch this guy? You like his content? Caleb's the best? Sounds like you're a fan. Dang, okay. I'm gonna check this out. So, what does he do? He helps people with personal finance? Because actually, personal finance is something that I'm definitely actually interested in. Like, when I first started working, getting a job, I was super. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Which have you guys read that? If you haven't, highly recommend it. It just I know it's so cliche or whatever, but like I loved that book. It kind of just changed my whole opinion on. Got me thinking about like money and things like that, and it's good. You should be aware and have good habits and things like that. But I got really into personal finance for a little bit. Kiyosaki's trash. Have you read the book? I do. I've heard some of his podcasts, and like he does annoy me. Like he is annoying. Debt is evil. Wait, do you actually think debt is evil, Dominic? Yes, his content is cool. He basically goes through people's personal finances and flames them. It's pretty entertaining. Oh, hey, Dominic, fair enough. If you think debt is evil, I know actually a lot of people, some people do think that. Fair enough. But it is the way it is. You know, a lot of it just it's part of society. I guess it's just how you view it, because I guess it can be evil. Um, but anyway, like I was saying, personal finance, I am definitely really into it. I think someday I will start transitioning more into it, but I know you're supposed to build a niche, and right now I feel like the CPA exam is what I'm kind of focusing on, and I'm just wondering if I start venturing into other things, is it gonna, confuse subscribers? People won't know whether the channel's for them or not, because I would love to make some more videos that are about a bit more than just the exam, but I'm just not sure if I should just focus on accounting and things like that. Um, the Money Guy podcast, I'll check that out. Um, all right, Francisco, how do you power through all farm material while working full time? Fair question. It depends on the rest of your lifestyle. Do you work from home? Do you go into the office? Because if you work from home, you can probably squeeze in 2 study hours before work. You wake up at 7 a.m., study till 9. That's 2 hours right there. And then maybe you can get in an hour during the day. Who knows? Maybe your firm lets you study during the day for an hour or at lunch, and then at night for another hour or two. And there you go. That's like 4 hours right there. So that right there. But also, I would just say every day lectures, multiple choice, and to be honest, simulations. I skipped a lot of simulations. I really hated simulations. They kind of just they drained my energy. They kind of just killed my vibe, and I don't think they're completely necessary. They take up a lot of time and they take up a lot of energy and focus. And I think you can learn the material other ways. You need to do the simulations to learn how the simulation software works and get familiar with them and learn the material a bit, but you don't need to do all of them. I would say pound the multiple choices. Do as many of those as you can. Do every single one. Do them multiple times. But simulations, I would say, do like 10% of them. Like, honestly, that's my opinion, because it just takes too long, takes too much effort. Learn the content through multiple choice, and then learn the simulation software, but don't spend a ton of time practicing them. Um, that's just me though. And yeah, every day review old multiple choice, review old content, review new content every day, and just keep that cycle going. Every day, new stuff and old stuff, new stuff and old stuff, and just keep going. And it depends on your schedule. If you can study a lot a day, you'll go quicker. If you can't, then it's okay. Just take your time. Get through the exam slowly. It's all good. Um, I'm about to graduate with an accounting degree next year. I'm worried a CPA is actually going to be boring. What do you think about CMA instead of CPA? Interesting. Someone on the live earlier had a pretty similar question about the CMA. I should learn more about it. I don't know a ton about it, to be honest. I looked it up. There's a lot less CMAs in America, which makes me think it might be a little bit less in demand, or because there's less of them, they're more valuable since there's not as many. But I think that the CPA is the more popular choice. It's more well known, and it will definitely like help you stand out. Like, a CPA means a lot. I'm not sure how much a CMA means. I just don't know a lot about it. But the CPA, it is hard. It could be boring, but it's really good for your career. I wish I had more to say about the CMA, but I don't, unfortunately. CMA is better than CPA in the corporate world, according to Dominic. So, okay. There you go. That's one. He probably knows a bit more than me about it. I need to look into it more. Francisco says, I work in industry and mostly work from home. Honestly, it's more of a mental thing because I've been studying for 2 months and it's been crazy. Okay, so you don't know if super fast techniques work for you. Have you taken an exam yet? I would say this isn't my advice for most people. Take an exam. If you haven't taken it yet, take it, see what it's like. Maybe the techniques are working for you and you just don't know. Or you take the exam and you fail and you realize, okay, these things did not work for me. I need to change something going into the next exam. But it's kind of pointless to be studying and not really sure, am I making progress, am I not, and never having taken an exam. Once you take an exam, your score will tell you. If feedback you need. It'll say, yeah, what you did worked. You learned and you got what you needed out of it. Or it'll say, this did not work. You need to switch something. If you haven't taken an exam, I would say do take one, do schedule one. Yeah, in terms of mental, it's just, yeah, I hope that helped. But mental, just make sure you give yourself breaks. Like, don't go overkill. Just, yeah, keep the balance in life. Even though it will take hard work, just make sure to keep the balance. Oh man, I'm still on this Caleb Hammer guy's channel. I'll definitely check it out. Dave Ramsey of Gen Z is what someone said. I kind of see that. But yeah, I like personal finance stuff. I'll get more into it hopefully someday, but for now, we'll see. I'm gonna need to start reading again. I love reading, and I want to start making. Not Dave Ramsey is better. Dave Ramsey is better. I don't know much about Dave Ramsey. Ramsey also think that debt is evil. What's Dave Ramsey's opinion on debt? Yep, he doesn't like. How did you take notes and flashcards? We're transitioning from college to CPA material since it's so much to get through. So how did I take notes? So I used Becker, and they had lectures that I would watch, and I would highlight things in the book, I would underline things in the textbook, and I would take handwritten notes at the same time. So that was my note-taking strategy for Becker. I don't know how it is for Superfast, but handwritten notes, because writing things out by hand, it takes a little longer, but makes you think about what you're writing, makes you interact with it, and it just really helps it, stick. So I would recommend handwriting, and then after that, I would take the multiple choice questions, and if I learned something and I was like, oh, I didn't know that, I got that question wrong, I'll write a note about it. And after time, you have notebooks full of great notes that you can review, and yeah, that's really helpful. Flashcards. When I studied for the CPA exam, never used flashcards, but I have been learning about the science of learning, and I found out that flashcards are actually like one of the best study methods. I would highly recommend you do use flashcards. You can find them online. Your review course might have some. You can make them yourself. Actually, I don't know if you know this, Francisco. I have a CPA review course. We were talking about this earlier live. I don't plug this enough, but I made a CPA review supplement, and actually, I spent like a month every morning for hours a day making flashcards for this supplement. Like, it has so many it has more flashcards than Becker has. Like, I spent hours every single day making these flashcards. So if you're interested, you can check it out. It's smartercpreviews.com. CPA is with an S, reviews with an F. So if you want to check out my supplement, it also has good study planning tools. I'm not trying to just like plug my own product, but we were just talking about it a few minutes ago. It has a lot of flashcards if you're interested. Check it out. And it's only $25 a month, so not too bad. Also, speaking of Rich Dad Poor Dad, I didn't even realize I had it literally sitting here in front of me. But sorry to, was it Dominic who hated Kiyosaki? But I thought it was a good book. And yeah, what are these comments saying? I can't get past the fact that Ramsey would rather have you pay a smaller balance debt first, even if it has a lower APR relative to your other debt. Makes no sense. Interesting. Oh. What other book I have right here? I have a bunch of books sitting here as my phone stand. You guys want to see? How do I turn this camera around? You got big readers? Yo, Francisco does not like Rich Dad Poor Dad, but damn, why is this book getting slandered so much? I love this book. I agree, Kiyosaki's kind of annoying and weird, but like, this book just, I don't know, changed my mindset about things. I know that's super cliche and like, this is the most overrated book ever, but Oh, you like meditations? I haven't finished it. I'm about halfway through it. I just, where am I? Shall I read a passage? To pursue to pursue the impossible is madness, and it is impossible for bad men not to act in character. Nothing happens to any creature beyond its own natural endurance. Another has the same experience as either through failure to recognize what has happened to him or in a display of courage. He remains calm and untroubled. Psychology of Money. Yes, Francisco. I read that. I actually made a video about my channel if you want to check it out. Just keep plugging my own stuff here. But yeah, no, I love that book. Super good one. Might as well take you guys around. I have some book. Let me see what some of my top favorite books that I have are. Let's see. Oh, this one, guys. I made a video about it a couple weeks ago. It's like one of my favorite books I've ever read. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. If you guys have not read this book, like, I really could not recommend this book more highly. I would definitely recommend it to everyone. Also, I just got assigned some homework from my father-in-law. Just bought me this book, a history book. I don't know if you can see how thick that thing is. So now I got to start reading this. But it's okay. I love reading. MACC, Masters. Is that a Masters of Accounting? Tell your father-in-law you lost it. Oh gosh, no, that would be even more embarrassing. He would realize that I'm a doofus who can't keep a hold of things. Memento Mori, aka if you're dead, at least you don't have to worry about the CPA exam. True. That is facts. What do I have in here? Oof, this is a controversial one, but this is literally like my favorite fiction book of all time. In the Rye. I love this book. Has anyone read it? It's like controversial because the main character sucks, and also apparently a lot of serial killers are like found to have like loved this book. So yeah, I don't know. People are like, you're a freak because you like it, but I don't care. It's a great book, and I don't care. It's the time of the year coming up for it too. Christmas is the best time to read it, in my opinion. And yes, Francisco, I do work in public accounting. Also, The Alchemist. What type of books and topics are you into? That's a great question, man. So I went through a phase. I'm a soccer fan, and I went through a phase where I read like every soccer book under the sun, basically. Like I was reading every soccer book. That's all I read, soccer books. And then I went through a phase where I was just reading like personal finance books and books about real estate because I get into real estate. Oh, you were all state. Oh, nice, man. What state? And was this in high school? That's awesome. Yeah, bro. I love soccer, dude. I actually got a game 10 inning. I play on like a men's league team. Ohio. Are you saying Ohio or were you saying oh yeah? Oh, IZ or is. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the videos. I love making them and I love getting positive feedback like that. So thank you so much. Dominic, you all state in Ohio in college or high school. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Do you still play or you retired now? High school. Nice. What position were you? Guess what position I am. Also, give me 1 second. Look at this. About a year ago, I got into a shirt. I wanted to design a shirt, and I made this one. Starboy FC, little t-shirt I made. It's got fun in. I'm not a City fan, but I just made this like in like Adobe Paint or something. Not Paint, I don't know. Just made it, but I love repping it. Let's see. I was actually gonna ask. You think I played? And you are not like far off. I have played winger. I've gone through phases, but and I can play winger, but I find my home is at 10. I just love playing mid. That's what I would say I am at heart. You know, like actually played in college, just D3, but I played all 4 years as a striker, which is crazy because I'm just not a striker, but I played all, so I can play 10, 9, or either wing. But yeah, definitely 10 is what I prefer. Who do you support? Who's your team? Sorry for everyone else who just got sidetracked or who just now has to listen to our soccer conversation. But let's see. What other books am I into? What books do you guys like? I also love books about like science and like it was Man U, but I haven't watched in a while. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't want to watch Man United either. That's tough. I'm a Tottenham fan. And we beat up on you guys a few weeks ago. That was fun. Um, I like books about like science and history. What else? Financial literacy books I enjoy, but I need to find time to read. Yeah, finding time to read is tough sometimes, but I feel like you just need to make the effort to find some time to read, and it becomes easier. You know, once you build that habit, you know, the first couple days or weeks might be might be tough, but you start building a habit, and it becomes easier, and you know, you find the time in your day. But I agree. I need to actually find more time to read right now as well. Um, let's see. Ooh, this one. Read this a few weeks ago. The Art Thief. It's about the most prolific art thief in history. This guy had like $1 billion worth of art in his room. He lived in his mom's attic. He was basically like living not in poverty, but like he didn't really make any money. He didn't care about money. Meanwhile, he had $1 billion worth of art in his room, and he just never sold it because he was obsessed with art. He didn't want to sell it. He would just steal it and keep it in. You like audiobooks, Dominic? I can't do audiobooks. I do. I love podcasts, but I don't know why audiobooks. I just lose focus so quickly. I don't know why, but I love podcasts. What sort of do you listen to any what audiobooks do you like? Like, what are you listening to? You have some good ones? Oh, some good books? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh. Live viewers. Oh, man. You like Trump's books and Millionaire Door. Interesting. Automated Millionaire, I think it's called. I'll Google it. So Donald Trump wrote books? I didn't even know that. Automated Millionaire. So The Automatic Millionaire by David Batch or Bach? Is that what you're talking about? Interesting. I'll have to add this to my list. The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump. Okay. Interesting. What'd you say, Joseph? Recent one I recommend is The Deficit Myth. Really eye-opening about how our national deficit might not be a bad thing. Joseph, you mind explaining that? And like, you don't have to give me a whole summary, but that's very intriguing to hear. Our deficit might be a bad thing. Why is that? I would love to hear that because I always just hear these horrible things. Our debt's growing, our debt's growing, our debt's growing. It just sounds like doomsday, but never heard an argument as to why it might not be bad. You like Dante? Let me see. I think Do I have a copy of... I might have gotten rid of my... Not gotten rid of, but I recently moved and I had to leave a majority of my books back at my old place. So I had a copy of Inferno, but I don't think I have it here. The deficit is a bad thing, Joseph? Yeah, wait, I want to hear. Explain. One person says it's bad, one saying it's good. Yeah, I no longer have my Dante here. You guys read this one, though? How to Win Friends and Influence People? A classic. Classic in the same vein as like Rich Dad Poor Dad, where it's pretty like cliche and everyone knows, but you know, it is what it is. Andrew Carnegie? Who is Andrew? Let me Google this guy. Are they related? We here? Oh. Is Andrew... Okay, so the too long didn't read version is that the deficit ends up putting money in our pockets that furthers our society. But it's explained anecdotally really well and pretty convincing was first, but it opened my mind. Interesting. That's interesting. Are we gonna have to pay it back at some point? Like, it might be good in the short term, but long term, is it actually good? But I appreciate, hey, Joseph, I appreciate the explanation. Like, I'd never even really like considered that. Good to hear that side of it as well. Yeah, Andrew Carnegie, Scottish American industrialist and philanthropist. Oh my gosh, this guy was 5'3". I'm not trying to shame short people by any means, but that is short. I think it's important to read books that challenge our standard opinion about things. That's very true. People too often on the internet, and the internet especially, but just in general, like, only see and hear things that you know, like reinforce their beliefs. So reading things that, you know, provide a different perspective, definitely important. And is, or IZ, I'm not sure what it is, I'll just say is, I am an accounting major. We were talking about accounting. We've gotten way off track here, but yeah, we have been talking about accounting. The YouTube algorithm gods say yes is. What year are you? Are you in college? Are you like thinking about joining accounting? Like, what's your situation? In college, nice. Accounting major or thinking about accounting? Nice, man. Or woman, I'm not sure what you are. No worries either way, but nice, that's awesome. But I second guess if I want this. Oh, why are you second guessing? What are your fears? What other things are you considering? Toured a public accounting firm office and asked myself, is this me? Just curious why. I just feel like that's all offices, man. Have you been to other offices? Like, I just feel like an accounting firm office, like, what alternatives are you considering? That's kind of my point. Actually, like, offices can be like not it, but I'm just like, public accounting office, another office, like, what's the difference, you know? So I'm not trying to like disagree, but I'm just curious what else are you considering? Joseph. Dominic, he's got a point. What do you mean? That's so funny. Hey, but I'm not gonna. I got no problems with free tuition for accounting majors. Let's do it. Let's go. Only friends. Yeah, because we're responsible. We know what to do with money. Um, but yeah, let me know what's your thing about the offices? Because I get it, offices suck, but I just I don't know what are you considering? What are your other considerations? And Dominic, how would it benefit society? I'm all for benefiting society and getting free stuff at the same time, so I'm sold. As a former public school teacher, I think they should get free tuition first. So Joseph, you were a public school teacher and now you're an accountant. Fun fact, I was also a teacher. Did you know that? I spent a year in Spain teaching English to little Spanish children, and I gained a lot of respect for teachers because that sucked. I hated it. Did you like teaching, Joseph? We're both named Joseph, former teachers turned accountants. Yeah. What is going on? There's a trend here. This much of a coincidence. If a Joe joins, who also if we have a Joe, a Joey, and a Joseph with the same track, then I think the world's gonna think. But yeah, I was not a fan of teaching. It just kids just they don't want to listen. Like they don't want to listen. I don't want to be there. So it's just a bad combination, you know. Oh no, a man just showed up at my door. No, Trevor! Trevor, stay away, dude. I'll never forget Trevor. My first ever YouTube live, and I got Trevor Noah harassing the shit out of me. Your middle name's Joseph Dominic? A teacher, were you? No, definitely not. You were also a soccer player. Did you consider playing in college, or you called it quits? Yes, I've seen other offices before, but I was just surprised at this one. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, Maybe it was a bad office, or maybe they're just not for you. Who knows? I would definitely say try to see another one and just to see. Um, you got a full ride, but it wouldn't go anywhere. Was it just not at like a great school or something, or what? I mean, that's awesome, dude. Um, that's awesome. Center mid, were you like you're too practical, like you were focused on your career more? It was D2. Okay, fair, fair. I mean, I did D3. Um, no scholarship or anything, so that's awesome. Uh, was it an out of state or somewhere in Ohio? I have family from Ohio. I uh, I got a lot of. I mean, I like am forced, but like my whole life just indoctrinated with you got to support Ohio State football. You know, Ohio State football. That's the big one. So my family is big into that. You ever heard of John Carroll? I don't think. Who's John Carroll? This is an Ohio State football person. Um, then I don't know him. I have never. Yeah, the Ohio State. You're right. Oh, John Carroll University. Oh, is that where? That's sorry. That's where you're gonna go play. Okay, University Heights. I have it for your John Carroll. Okay. And sorry, Dax Swag. I saw your question. Have you read any books by David Baldacci? I have not, and I'm not from Ohio. Dominic is Dominic LeBron James. Who's David Baldacci? These look like thriller novels. Sign. Interesting. LeBron's the GOAT. All right, Joseph. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, and tune in for the next one. But yeah, thanks for the support, man. Have a good one. Um, Dax Swag, you've read a bunch of his books and you like them? They're good books. Uh, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll try and find an audiobook of one of these. Dude, dope, man. Thanks for pointing it out. But yeah, is LeBron the GOAT? No, right? LeBron's overrated, Guardian says. Yeah. Who's the GOAT? Say it with me. Kobe. Kobe. I love Kobe, dude. That was like my hero growing up. When I was like 12 years old. Yeah. Dax knows what's up. Bill 12. Yeah, but like who was Bill Russell playing against? You know? Also, I'm kidding. The MJ's obviously the GOAT. I was kidding about Kobe, but I do love Kobe. Um he was so awesome. Oh, Mamba mentality, baby. Gotta lock in. That was the original lock in. Mamba mentality. Shaq? Shaquille? I don't know about that. Yeah, you couldn't even keep a straight face. Um, but yeah, I saw a clip the other day of someone giving their like Mount Rushmore of basketball, and they didn't put MJ on there, and they put Anthony Edwards on there, who I don't follow basketball that much, but I think he's like 23 years old. Have you guys seen that guy who's like, yeah, no, not MJ, but I will put Anthony Edwards there. Best way to meet CPA firm partners. All right, bringing us back to business. There we go. I love it. Cold call LinkedIn. Well, it is tough to meet partners. I would say at the accounting firm meetings or your accounting club meetings, if you're at university, go to the accounting club meetings. Sometimes partners will go. I would try just emailing them or reaching out on LinkedIn. That will definitely work, or it could definitely work. But also, don't set your sights so high. Like, partners aren't even who you really should be trying to meet at this point, to be honest with you. Partners aren't really much for you. It's the recruiters, it's the senior associates, the managers. Those are the people who are actually going to, be able to do something for you, get you a job, or, put you in touch with the right people. So those are who you should really be trying to meet. Meeting partners are great, but they're not really going to do anything. So go to the accounting club. Yeah, reach out on LinkedIn, shoot them an email. Don't just shoot out the same email a million times. Like, try to make it personal and be like, hey, I saw that here, or I saw you went to school here. I also went here. Or, I'm from the same state, or whatever. Like, try to find some connection or something interesting you can say. So you're not just like, hey, teach me how to get a job. Like, Um, uh, let's see. Firms are desperate from what I've seen. Okay, here's my situation. Graduated, got deployed overseas, and just got back. Well, thank you for your service. Um, and welcome back. I would say, yeah, hi. I would reach out on LinkedIn. Oh, work with a headhunter. Like, there are recruiters who don't work for a CPA firm, they work for a recruiting firm. Their job is to get you working with a firm. So they'll like shoot out your resume and things like that. And I'm not sure if that works so much with entry level roles. I would definitely check it out. I know once you get a little further up, they work with you and it's easier. But even just try it at entry level. Try to find a recruiter who doesn't work with a firm, and they can shoot out your resume to people, get you like a warm intro, so you're not just shooting out resumes into the void. Like, they'll make sure resumes get into people's hands. What if some people can't land internships, Joey? What would you say is best for someone to really is best for someone to really know accounting is for them? Oh. How do you know accounting is for you? I mean, I think you just have to obviously do something. Like, what are you considering? What are your alternatives? Are you considering like a business major, like a marketing major, finance, or are you considering something completely different, like biology? Like, what are you weighing up? That'll help. If it's between like accounting and business, or accounting and finance, that's one thing. But if it's between like accounting and like history, then those are just two. That's more of like a what are you interested in, you know? Um, yeah, Dax. They get a good resume, um, good cover letter, and yeah, work with recruiters at firms and at outside parties. Um, they'll definitely help you. And yeah, feel free reach out to firms, recruiters, and just say, hey, I'm looking for a job. Like, do you have any openings or like anyone I could talk to or anything? And even if they have nothing, establish a connection, and maybe they'll keep you in mind if something opens up. Oh man, I gotta get more water. I won't put you guys in the fridge this time though. Actually, no, I will. You guys are going in the fridge. I'm gonna refill my water. Looked like a coffee shop. Oh, you have a Brita? Yeah, I do. It was actually here when I moved into the apartment. We just got a new filter for it. But I gotta fill it up now. The wall? Oh, you thought I was at a coffee shop, or yeah, I could see how the brick looks like a coffee shop, but no, just just my tiny apartment. Oh. What up to this Friday night, Dominic? I know you got the exam tomorrow. Are you getting to bed anytime soon? I don't know what time zone you're in, but make sure you get enough rest. What's everyone up to tonight? You're solid? All right, good man. Yeah, definitely got to make sure you get rest, but good luck with that, man. That's exciting. I can't remember, Dominic. Did you tell me, is this your first exam or have you taken some already? No stress. It's your first? Nice, man. That'll be good. Get the first one out of the way. Whether or not you pass, I mean, hopefully you do. Fingers crossed for you. But it's just good to no accounting degree. So you didn't major in accounting? Huh. What'd you major in? And why did you decide to? Oh, you're getting 80s on the review. Are you using Becker? That's awesome. Sounds like you're ready for this exam. Econ major. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Econ major with license. It's gonna be great. Used Glime. Do you like it? I've never really like talked to someone who used it. And why did you use it? Isn't it about the same price as Becker? I just it's the same price, and Becker is just more well known and things, so I'm just curious. Oh, it's way cheaper. I'm pulling it up right now. But which this one says it's $3,000. Is this like the highest? This has got to be the highest package or something. Um, which one do you have? Traditional? Is that the one you have? I got all four for 1,000. Okay, yeah, I guess this one is 12. Yeah. Okay. Used premium. So did you guys like Glime? I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Gleam? I think it's Glime. You guys like it? Yo, what type of job should you get upon graduation as an account? Yo, what type of job should you get upon graduation as a account Big Four? Jason, what's up, man? Are you asking how, like, what Big Four job should you try to get, or what do you, accountant, Big Four, maybe? So if you want to work Big Four as an accountant, it'll either be tax or audit for the most part. You'll either be a tax or an audit associate. So if you're looking on websites for positions, those are what you'll want to look for. Um, or as Dominic says, you can get a small firm job and get experience. That's another option. I would definitely shoot out applications to both. Apply to Big Four and apply to smaller firms. Big Four if you want the pizza parties. Yeah, I guess there are pizza parties at Big Four sometimes. Um, but not the reason I make that decision, but definitely something to keep in mind, I guess. Good point is, oh, is a CPA worth getting? I mean, depends on your personal situation in your life, but I would say in general, yeah, it's really gonna set you apart. I think it's really worth it. Um, it's just I'm not sure what you're trying to do in your career. I don't know you obviously, but it's a great differentiator for your career. It shows, I understand accounting. It sets you apart, and it just opens more doors. Even at a public accounting firm, you can't become a manager until you have your CPA. So like that's so many doors closed right there, because even if you don't want to become a partner, once you become a manager, you're going to have so many more doors open in industry and other careers. So I would say, yeah, it's really vital. Um, am I really good at using Excel shortcuts with the Alt key? No, I'm like not an Excel whiz, but I should become better. Um, and Dominic says CPA is better than MBA, and I would agree with that for sure. Having both would be a CPA is better than an MBA. It's more affordable and usually quicker to get. How big of a difference is the pay gap between someone who has a CPA to someone who doesn't? It depends. Early in your career, it might not be a ton. If you're at a public accounting firm and you join as an associate, it really probably won't make that much of a difference. It might make no difference at all. As you go up in the public accounting firm, it will obviously matter. If you try to become manager, you're not going to be able to get promoted, but as a senior associate, it also really won't make that much of a difference, to be honest. It's when you leave a public accounting firm and you go into industry, that's when, if you have a CPA, a lot more doors will be open, and once you get a job, the pay will be higher because you are a CPA. And I'm not sure, and it really depends on the role, but it is a difference. I would say thousands of dollars a year, and who knows, like once you get really high up, like it's a huge difference. Like most CEOs and controllers are CPAs. So that's where you're really gonna have the earning potential as a CPA. If you're up there as like a partner or a controller or a CFO, something like that, that'll be the what did studying for the CPA exam look for you? How long did you study per exam? Jason, good question, but I studied way too long. I studied 6 months for FAR, which was way too long. And my other exams were about 2 or 3 months each, which was definitely, it was a normal-ish amount of time, but definitely a bit more on the long end. I think you can do it a bit quicker. And I was studying 2 to 5 hours a day, I would say, which is just too much. Like, that's part of the reason I make videos, so I can explain, like you don't have to study as much as I did. It doesn't have to be this hard. Obviously, you have to work hard, you have to put in the work, but every day I would watch the lectures, I would take notes, I would move to the multiple choice, take notes, I would skip simulations, and move on to the next section. Do the same thing, lecture, multiple choice, take notes, but then I would also that day go back and review old material, do old multiple choice questions, read my old notes, and that's basically how I just progressed, just doing that. I also, yeah, that was my main thing, multiple choice and lectures and taking notes and reviewing my old notes. That's mostly how I did it. Oh. Have you ever been sent a spreadsheet and you were confused out of your mind? Yeah, all the time. I'm like, what is this? It's so, yeah, I've been very confused. How important do you say now that accountants should really learn information systems as technology advances further? Yeah, I am horrible with technology. I'm so useless, and for some reason I got put in charge of like the data processing on my team, which was just awful because I'm so bad at that stuff. But I learned Ultrix. Do you guys know Ultrix? I learned that, and I'm not good at it. Like, I'm very primitive in my use, but it is becoming more and more important, and people are really, it'll help you stand out on your team if you if you're able to do that. Power BI, Ultrix, those are two that are really important. It won't like make or break if you can get a job for the most part. I mean, there's going to be some positions where they're looking specifically for someone who has those experiences, and that'll put you up. But most jobs, it isn't that vital, but it'll really set you apart if you can at least say like, I'm Ultrix, I'm functional in Power BI. But it's not going to make or break you. I do IT in the military. It's always good to learn. Yeah, it is really good if you like know that stuff. You'll be a very valuable person on the team because most people don't know how to use it. Job hopping is the way to make more money. Dominic, that is definitely true. I know a buddy who made a lot of money job hopping. It seems job hopping is common in public accounting. Yeah, it's not uncommon, but it's not like extremely common either. Yeah, Dominic says it's not common. You can see the. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say it's extremely common, but it happens. Were you working while studying for the CPA? Yes. So I started studying when I wasn't working. It was actually during COVID, so I had all the time in the world to study. And then I was working part time as a teacher, and I was studying, and then I was working full time as a teacher and studying. So I had a bit of experience with all of them. Had some full time, had some unemployed, and had some part time. We always learn something new every day. Do you work in? I work in public accounting. Yes. What advice would you give to a college sophomore like me? Jason, first and foremost, enjoy college. Like, that is my biggest piece of advice right there. Um, Dominic, sorry, it's Altrix. ALTR. Can't spell. This is embarrassing. You guys are really seeing how dumb. ALTERYX, Altrix. But Jason, sorry. Like I said, have fun in college, enjoy it, man. I would also say just do things that are into you. No matter what it is, if it's books, if it's clubs, if it's sports, whatever it is, find things that are interesting to you, and meet interesting people, do interesting things, and just enjoy it. Like, college is all about finding your way in the world. It sounds pretty cliche, but that's what it is. Enjoying yourself and finding your way in the world. If you're asking for specific, like, accounting career advice, I would say internship for at least like maybe summer after your sophomore or junior year. That'll definitely help you a lot. Even if it's not at public accounting, just some sort of internship will look good on the resume. It'll just not look great if you go through college without having any work experience. At least show you're doing something. Get involved with the accounting club. That'll look good on the resume. Extracurriculars all good on a resume. But yeah, in general, just do things that you find fun and enjoy. Why is your CPA course the best? Hey, thank you, Dominic, for giving me the chance to plug. Yeah, I don't talk about it. I have a CPA review supplement. It's not a full course. I'm going to develop it, but I do have a supplement. And I love it because I basically took everything that I felt was wrong with the CPA process that I struggled with, and I built it into a review course to help fix it. Like, it has study planning features, which something I really struggled with is, like I said, I was studying 5 hours a day for months, trying to keep everything organized. Like, what did I study? What do I need to study next? Like, well, what am I doing? So I created like study features in the course that are really helpful. And just like, because I think the CPA exam is as much like a mental organization exercise as it is actually about accounting content. So I made sure to have great study planning features, and I also read a book called Make It Stick, which talks about the science of learning, and I used a lot of those strategies in building this review course, and I'm going to keep doing that in the next review course. Um, Multiple choice, flashcards, and elaboration are like by far the three most effective study methods, and I incorporated all of those into the review course. Obviously multiple choice, but I was saying before, the review course has more flashcards than Becker. Like I spent hours for like weeks, hours every single day making flashcards for this review course because I learned how important they are for helping you study. Not least, I incorporated something I call the reflection journal, which basically was just every day after I finished studying, I would so much going on in my head that I was like, I need to get this out of my head and onto paper. So I would just write what was in my head, just get it out, get it on paper, and it helped me to organize my thoughts and just think clearly. And I incorporate it into the review course as well. So there's a reflection journal in the course. It's called Smarter CPAs Reviews.com. CPAs with an S, reviews with an S.com. If you check it out. But yeah, no worries not. If not, it's $25 a month. I think it's awesome as a supplement. If you're interested, go check it out. And I will be plugging it more often because Dominic pointed it out to me. I gotta plug it more. So thank you, Dominic. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. What accounting YouTubers do you watch, Joey? There's a guy called The Financial Controller with good videos. That's a good question. I actually don't really watch accounting YouTube videos. I should, though. I don't know what YouTube videos I really watch. I'm gonna look this guy up. What'd you say? The Financial Controller. I should watch more accounting YouTube. That way I can see what sort of stuff works and incorporate it into my videos. But yeah, I'll check this guy out. Jason, avoid girls? I don't get it. Oh, avoid, that's your advice to Jason, avoid girls? You have an internship lined up, Jason. Congrats, man. That's awesome. What was my college GPA? I had a 3.4, which is decent. Like, could be better, could be worse. Where can we find this CPA supplement? Thank you, Dominic. You're always giving me a chance. SmarterCPAsReviews.com. Dom, what would you say to avoid girls? Because girls will distract you in college. Logan Graff, that's a good one. I follow him on LinkedIn. I've seen his post there, but I haven't checked out it. Actually, yeah, I've seen some of his YouTube videos. But why do you guys watch accounting YouTube videos? I'm just curious. Is it, to help your career? Are you just genuinely interested? Like, you guys watch these videos? Any advice? My classes are hard, so okay, you watch videos to help you out with class. That makes sense. And Dominic said help with his career. Dak said perspectives and yeah, no, those are all good. Have you guys all been so interested in like career and like driven, I guess? Like, it sounds like you guys are all pretty, like driven and focused on your career. And yeah, Jason, advice for getting the corporate office, just be nice. Honestly, like, be willing to talk to people, just be nice, be helpful, and yeah, don't talk about politics. And I would say you can drink, in my opinion. I think, that's not an issue. A lot of people drink at these corporate events. Like, if you're the only one drinking, that might be a bad sign, but like, people are always drinking at these events, I think. But yeah, just be nice, be helpful. Try to show face. Like, even if your office doesn't require you to come into the office, like, get in there. I know it's nice to work from home, but like, it's really important. Like, I don't want to sound like one of these partners at a firm. We need to be in together so we can build a connection. But like, it is kind of true. Like, you do build a connection with people, And that, don't worry about if it's good or for the firm or not. Worry about if it's good for you, because it is. Like, it's gonna help your career, because people are gonna know you. They're gonna know you more than just through Teams messages. You're gonna develop a relationship. Maybe hang out with them outside the office. Maybe just be good friends in the office, or maybe just be good coworkers. But regardless, getting into the office actually is very important, in my opinion. Thanks for the info. I appreciate it. I'm just an aspiring accountant who's trying to make it. That's awesome, Jason. That's great, man. You will. You know, it sounds like you're dedicated and you're interested and you got a good attitude. So just keep it up. You're great, doing great. And Iz says first year should really be in the office. And yeah, that's I agree. We're on the same page there. Is just every day, but at least once a week. I would say at least. I would aim for times a week, but I can't really talk. I've been skipping the office a lot recently. Go in next week. Next week I'll be back in. Oh shit. I will be back in. How did your life change after passing the CPA? That's a good question. That's a good point. It didn't really change, to be honest. Which is not what you guys want to hear, but actually it did change. It just opened more opportunities for me. Like, I was about to say I haven't really felt because it's not something that you necessarily feel immediately. It's your whole career, you know. These doors will be open for you for the rest of your career. But that's a lie. I have felt it has impacted me, because I was looking for a job earlier this year, and I was able to put CPA on my resume, and I think that really like helped me stand out and helped me land a job. So I think that's one way, but other than that, I don't really know. Like, I don't. It's not something that, you know, you become a CPA and instantly your life changes. It's like, okay, now a new set of opportunity is out there, and you have the CPA license. Now it's your job to go make the most of it. So that's what opportunities. How does busy season look at your job? How does busy season look at my job? Well, so I'll explain my job, but it's different for everyone. Depends on the company, and even within a company, it depends on what team you're on. Depends on like if the client is helpful or whatever. But my last busy season, I'll just go off of that. It was a lot of work. It was like 9 to midnight, basically 9 a.m. to midnight most days, with some work on the weekends. And it sounds bad. It's really not as bad as it sounds. As weird as that sounds to say, it didn't feel horrible. I kept a good attitude about it. You know, I was like, hey, it is what it is. I'm learning a lot. You know, I'm an accountant during busy season. It is what it is. And I think keeping that good attitude really helped, because other people, they'll just bathe in the glory of hating it all. Just complain all day. Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Are you kidding me? I'm on till midnight and all that. And like, yeah, it's true. Like, it sucks, obviously. But having a bad attitude about it isn't helping anyone, especially not yourself. But anyway, yeah, I would work from 9 to noon, take a little bit of break for lunch. I had a gym in my office, not my office, my apartment building. So I would just go up to the gym, work out a bit for lunch, come back, and then from 1 p.m. till 6 or 7, I'm working, take a little bit of break for dinner, and then from 7 to 11 or midnight, I was back on. And that's kind of how it went for 8 weeks, I would say, around there. I can't remember how long, but like I said, it wasn't as horrible as you might think. My pay did not change when I became a CPA. Do you use CCH engagement? What is CCH engagement? Jason, have you ever thought about working fully remote in your 30s? I would be interested in working fully remote. I'm not against it. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I was earlier in the live, like I would love to own my own business someday because I can work whenever and wherever I want. So I guess in that sense, yeah, I would love to be able to work remotely like that. I'm at an accounting firm. I don't think I would want to. I mean, you can do it. You definitely can. I worked with a woman who lived in a completely different state. She just worked fully remote. So it's possible. But not something I'm dying to do, to be honest. Unless I own my own business and I could travel the world and work from wherever, that would be great. That's my goal. To, spend 2 months living in Spain working, and then fly to South Africa, work there for a month, fly to Asia, work there for a month, come back to the US, work here for 3 months. Like, you know what I mean? That's that's my goal. It's an audit application for work papers. What'd you say it was? CCH engagement? No, have not used it. Do you use it? Do you enjoy it? Never even heard of it. I'll look it up. Um, what do I use? I don't. What do you mean for work papers? Like, are you talking about like audit software? Like where we run our whole audit from? Abbas, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Dominic, my firm has like a one that's built like in-house, like it's a custom one. So that's what we use. Um, but yeah, CCH, I'm looking it up right now. But yeah, we use a custom one. But also, whoever asked about the negativity in public accounting, I think it's negative because Abbas, no, I do not have my own practice. Um, maybe someday, who knows? I think it's negative because people are. I think that's just the culture, which kind of sucks. But like, if you go into something and everyone's complaining, like you complain too. It's just the way it goes. And also, I think people are young and out of college, and like we just young people complain. Like it is what it is. Also, the pay. Well, that's a big thing. People don't think they're getting paid fairly. People also just complain about work in general. Like like everyone complains about their job. People hate their bosses or whatever. Like everyone has that. Um, and hey Joey, I always thought of choosing accounting or finance, but I don't know. I'm confident I'm going to pursue accounting because there's more job security and I can transition. Yeah, that's great, Jason. It depends which. It doesn't depend, but like yes, accounting does have a lot of flexibility, a lot of options. That's why it appealed to me. That's why I chose it. And yeah, I do think as a CPA, you can definitely go into finance. Especially if you major in accounting, get your CPA, and then like got a master's in finance or something, like that would be great. I mean, definitely don't have to do that, but yeah, I think accounting is a great choice. A lot of flexibility in the future. So I agree with that. Looks like Dominic does as well. Oh man. All right, still here. Hi, Jason. Of course, man. Of course. Can CPA do FP&A from start? I'm pretty sure yes. Abbas, positive because I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dominic agrees. Yeah, CPAs can do FP&A. I have a buddy who was an FP&A, and he was always telling me, he's like, "Yo, like, you should come work at the same place I do. Like, you could do this job so easily. Like, I think you would get paid. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can definitely do that." I'm gonna mess around with some of these features real quick. Whoa, different filters. Great insights. I agree. Joey, are you at Big Four? No, I am not. Be, but I left. Chat filter. Okay. I will do that after my CPA. Yeah, Abbas, definitely something that you could do for sure. Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted video. Oh, weird. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at these features. Can you guys hear me still? I think you can hear me, but I cut the video. There we go. Sorry. First live, I'm just messing around trying to figure stuff out. Oh. But dude, thank you guys all for tuning in. Like, this is my first ever live, and it's been fun. I'm more of these. I've liked talking with you guys, answering your questions. It's been good. Am I monetized on here? Actually, Dominic, I am. Within the past like 2 weeks, I finally started being able to monetize, and I don't make a lot, but it adds up. I make about $4 a day on here, which it's not a ton, but adds up, you know. So that's fun, and I'm planning to, you know, keep growing. Keep growing. Like, let's see. Yesterday, I made $3.86. So shout out to you guys watching the videos. I appreciate it. And honestly, I said this earlier. You guys might have been in it. You guys might not have been in live at the time, but I just love making these videos. Like, I have a great time. It's by far like my to to do when it comes to like this whole CPA stuff, because I post on Instagram and TikTok, and I've been making content for a while, but I just started posting on YouTube about a year ago, and it's by far it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I've done no editing to this video. I said I was going to edit video during this live, edited nothing. So the video will not be coming out tomorrow, probably, maybe on Sunday. But yeah, I'm trying to release one video a week going forward, which I've been doing pretty consistently. Doing pretty consistently. Oh man. Did someone ask? Only the few to play. Within the YouTube studio. Post the link to your CPA supplement in your video description bio within the YouTube studio as a default. Good point. Thank you, Dominic. I'll definitely start keeping that link around the channel, letting people know about it, because you're right. I should let people know. I just don't want to like same. Why I didn't take like the brand deal. Like, I don't want to be like a sellout. Not a sellout, but you know what I mean? I don't want to just be like selling, give me money type thing. But I'll definitely add it, because yeah, I made it to help people. Like, if I made it to help people, I need to tell people about it to help them. Yeah, it is. Of course. Thanks for joining. I had a great time. Abbas says, what specialization subject should be done according to you? Are you talking about the discipline? Like how there's 3 separate exams that you can choose from? Is that what you're talking about, Abbas? And yeah, Dominic, right. I should definitely just think of it, you know, like I made it to help people, you know, so I didn't make it just to get money. Obviously, it's the point of any business, but it's all this stuff I do because I know I've been through the CPA exam process. You know, I'm trying to make it easier on you guys than it was for me. That's a huge struggle for me. Like, I'm sorry. Getting tired. It's late. You should reaction videos too. That's a great point. Okay. I actually saw a YouTuber the other day. He was like reacting to like some Reddit posts about like like horrible experiences, and like, that's a great idea. Like, I should read some of those and react as well. But also personal finance. That's true. But what would I react, Dominic? Like what sort of reactions to like Reddit posts, to videos? Like, what do you think? Because yeah, I should start trying to branch out and try different content. That's why I'm doing these lives, and dude, it's been a great time. Comments. I should react to personal finance comments. Bad CPA advice. Okay. Oh, okay. So watch other people. Yeah, so watch popular shorts and other things about personal finance and react to those. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I'll definitely think about that. I need to make a list with I'll add this to my list actually. I already have a list of a bunch of video ideas. I'll add this and yeah, the personal content or the personal finance I'll send you an invoice. Yeah, you can get your $4. I'll give you $4, Dominic. Um, but yeah, the personal finance stuff is interesting. I love it, but I'm just like I said before. I'm worried about confusing the subscribers. You know, is this a CPA channel? Is it personal finance? Should I even worry about that? I don't know. I wish I could, you know, talk talk to a coach, a YouTube coach who could tell me what to do. But it's okay. I'll just figure it out as I go. As I go. This has been a fun night. More fun than I expected. Uh, it's been interesting. You know, started off a little shaky with Trevor Noah, but we recovered. We recovered, and it's been fun. Oh man, call it for the night. Should we be done? I think it's getting to the end. Kind of sleepy, and I should probably edit this video. Good luck with the exam tomorrow, dude. You should message me or let me know how you do or how it goes for you. I know you won't get your score for a little bit, but I want what you think of it. Um, but yeah, get some rest. Good luck, man. And yeah, definitely tune in to another live. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I think this will be on my YouTube channel afterwards, so people can still see it. So yeah, if you watch, make sure to join the next one. It's been fun. But yeah, thank you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate it all so much. Dominic, especially you, man. You stuck around the whole time. Uh, but so shout out to you. But it's been fun. And yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support on this channel. And we'll have a new video coming out pretty soon. And I'll be doing labs more often. But all right. Good night, everyone. Peace. See you, Dominic.